NBC27 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Hi, everybody. It is great to be with all of you here as we tackle another edition of Beyond the Forecast. And today's topics include rain on the way. And I know for many of you that is exciting news, as it has been drier than a bone here over the last couple of months, and some cooler temperatures. And I know that's exciting for some of you as well, simply because it hasn't really felt like October, right? And now it is finally going to, I think, here by the end of the week. So let's get started. We're going to go with here. Oh, I don't want to show you the traffic map, so bear with me. Hold on a second. You know, sometimes we have technical difficulties on here, and that is not a problem. I can fix that real quick. Just bear with me. One of the things I am going to talk about as I pull that up, though, is the fact that, we have now over a 2.5-inch deficit. And, of course, that is going to be a problem as we move into the rest of the fall if we don't get more significant rain. And one of the things, of course, that we have not had is a tropical system to help with the moisture this time of year. So we continue to wait and hope and watch for some rain. Here we go. This is what I wanted to show you, which is Millersburg. And we do have some clouds on the increase here. Without a tropical system this time of year, it's hard to make up the rainfall deficit because this is statistically often a time during the course of the year where things are dry. And here we have Millersburg looking decent this morning with some sunshine breaking through. It's also very mild. Temperatures are in the 50s and low 60s. We've got Fawn Grove, Wormleysburg, and Elliottsburg all in the low 60s here this morning. So the satellite and radar picture is showing you clouds on the move, and we do anticipate these clouds to continue to thicken up today. We're also seeing some showers across even Center County. So north and west of Harrisburg, you need to be on alert for showers really at any time, although I think for the most part, late afternoon is probably when we're going to see the worst of it start to develop in the mountains to the north and west of the city. Temperatures are in the low 60s this morning. It is mild, and in fact, these temperatures are about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. So a mild start likely means a mild finish, and I think it will be. We will be in the 80s again, and dew points are slightly elevated today as well, near 60 degrees, which means some low-level moisture is working in ahead of the cold front. You know, yesterday we hit 82. It was very mild, and that now is over 10 degrees above the normal, which is 69 degrees. We had no rain yesterday, and again, I point out, notice the problem here. This deficit, 2.63 inches. We are hurting for rain. And so it's going to happen at a good time as we check out Fannett Meadow School District here in Willow Hill. The clouds are already moving into Franklin County, but the sun is also, let me take a sip of coffee here, huh? Nothing like a good sip of coffee in the morning. Temperatures are also going to be near 80 degrees, so it's still going to feel like summer today, and there's going to be a pretty stiff breeze out ahead of this front. So oftentimes when we have a setup like this, we talk about this high-pressure system that sits out in the Atlantic, and so as that high, because of clockwise flow around it, as that high starts to drift to the east, we get what's called return flow around the backside of the high. That often yields warm weather, and that's what we've seen so far this week. And also, southwest flow ahead of a front aids in that. So it is going to be another warm day with highs near 80 degrees, and then, of course, the rain in association with this front, something we haven't seen in a while, is also going to move in. So it's going to be a warm and mild evening on the way, but I do think it will be raining. So if you want to take a walk in the neighborhood tonight, if you have practice or you have a sports game, keep in mind it could be damp. And here is Precision Cast. Again, you'll notice anytime after 3 o'clock, I think we start to see rain develop in our western counties. That will spread east overnight and really into this evening. So this is why I think the evening could be wet. Notice there's some pockets of heavy rain. And also notice here, this area right along the southern tier, this is projected to maybe see a band of heavier rain. That's going to last into tomorrow morning. And then eventually by 10 a.m., the rain is going to clear to the east. And we see some nice weather here on Wednesday. Really, really nice. And that's going to continue into Thursday, too. Thursday's high is near 63 degrees. A big change is coming. Temperatures are going to fall by about 20 degrees compared to where they were yesterday. In terms of rain amounts, I would not get my hopes up that this is going to be significant. It's not going to be really a 1 to 2 to 3 inch rainfall that could really help us. But I do think a half inch is probably a good bet for most of us. And then could there be areas that see a little bit more? Yes, I think especially along the southern tier, those spots could see up to an inch of rain. The other piece of weather we have to talk about today, and tomorrow is going to be a breeze. You're going to notice it. A stiff southwest breeze ahead of this front today will help keep us warm. And then watch what happens tomorrow. After the front moves through, the winds shift. And I think tomorrow is going to be quite a breezy day. Temperatures only near 70 degrees. You're going to feel cooler, and that north wind is going to usher in even chillier air here by the end of the week. The air is going to feel cool, especially by Thursday and Friday. So the extended outlook, Thursday and Friday look like very nice days. It's going to be clear and quiet. Now, over the weekend, you'll notice what's lurking here. This coastal low wants to work its way northward. But what's going to happen is now, and it looks like a lot of the models suggest this, there's a high-pressure system sitting up over New England that wants to suppress this low. So it kind of goes backwards, and it can't move far enough to the north to give us any rain. So could there still be a couple of showers Sunday and Monday? Yes. The GFS model suggests there could be. The Euro says not so fast, my friend, and keeps the whole low suppressed to the south. So that's something we're going to be watching very closely here. Right now, though, I wouldn't count on any rain other than tonight. So clouds on the increase today, 80 degrees, showers after 3 p.m. in the west. Then it overtakes everybody this evening and tonight. About a half inch to an inch of rain tonight, 59. Breezy conditions then through tomorrow. The rain will exit after 10 a.m., 70 degrees. And then sunny and cool here as we move into Thursday and Friday. And, really cool. Look at Friday morning. It would not surprise me at all if there's patchy valley frost Friday morning. Partly cloudy on Saturday. And then I will put on there could be some coastal moisture Sunday and Monday. But at this time, I really don't think there's any reason to think that it's going to be much of anything, okay? The last thing I want to do is look at long-range temperatures. Again, this is called Beyond the Forecast for a reason, so let's pull it up. We're not really seeing much of a change. I think this could be our last warm day as temperatures cross that 80-degree threshold. Look at the numbers here going forward. Now, again, we make our forecast based on a variety of models, and that is not changing. So temperature-wise, we're going to continue to see numbers around 70 degrees, likely dipping into the 60s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But when it warms up, we're only going to get into the 70s now. This could be our last warm day until next spring sometime. How about that? So that is a look at Beyond the Forecast for today. Enjoy the rain tonight. It's going to be a rainy night, and as Eddie Rabbit once said, I love a rainy night, and I hope all of you do too. For Beyond the Forecast, I am meteorologist Brett Thackara. You all have a great Tuesday.